Hi again, everybody, folks. This is Dr. Brian Langlois. I'm the medical director as well as a co-founder here at the Pet Pantry of Lancaster County. And at the pantry here, we really focus on three main things, as our website said: feeding, fixing, and rescuing. Well, the fixing and the rescuing pretty much goes without saying. Those are pretty self-explanatory, doing spays and neuters and providing second homes to those animals in need. The thing we actually get the most question about is exactly how does your food program work, and if I were to donate a bag of food, exactly how does it get to those that are in need? Well, we figured we'd put together this little video for you to kind of answer all those questions and just show you how much work here at the Pet Pantry we go through to make sure that the food that you donate goes to those who are most in need in Lancaster County. And it all starts with a bag of food that you generously donate in one of our donation bins. We have one here at Millersville Road, 26 Millersville Road, our main office. We also have them spread out throughout the county. And you can go to our website, petpantrylc.org. Again, petpantrylc.org. And there you can find everything you need to know about the other locations, addresses, where you can find many of these donation bins. So basically you start with a bag of food like this, or treats, or toys, whatever you want to donate, gets dumped into the bin, and then the magic happens.
When our donation bins are full, our dedicated volunteers go in and pick them up and then whisk them right on back to the Pet Pantry, where they will be sorted out and held until packaging begins.
Well, after getting picked up, all ends up right here. This is one of our storage rooms here at the Pet Pantry, where all of your food donations are kind of collected and sorted through a little bit so that we can separate some puppies, small bites, things of that nature. As you can see, this room is pretty full. This ceiling is about 8-10 feet tall, and I'm just about to the top of it. So this entire room is filled with food that we're all of a sudden going to start mixing to do for our next handout, thanks to your donation. So as you can see, it's a lot of food, and it's a whole heck of a lot of buckets. We need to mix all this food up and then fill all of these buckets with either 15 or 20 pounds of food each month to be able to supply the members of our program with the proper amount of food for their pets. How do we get all this done? Well, we have the amazing help of some very dedicated volunteers. How do we get the volunteers to come here to help? Well, just like your cat or dog responds to kind of a little treat bag being rustled, the same can be said for Pet Pantry volunteers. What do I mean? Well, just watch.
Isn't that really amazing? Just shake a little bag of food and all of a sudden you get our dedicated volunteers to appear almost out of nowhere to help in this wonderful effort of packaging all this food up together and getting it ready to be bucketed for all the members of our program. Here you can see they are mixing up some smaller bags. And as we move into the room that you saw me in previously, we got the big boys mixing up the big bags. And all of these bags are monitored and checked before being put in to be all mixed together. If we do have anything that we do notice might be on recall, we will not use that food. We also inspect it for any kind of contamination, mold, things of that nature. So you will see all of this food is first opened up, checked out, and then dumped into a nice large mixing vessel that we have here. They'll be popping in that last bag just about now. Then as soon as that bag is empty and in there, they'll go ahead and give that a good couple of spins to mix everything up nice and even. And then they'll pour it out into these large Tupperware containers. We can get about 2 large Tupperware containers full with each vessel of food that we mix. And all of this food is mixed together. If we do actually have people on our program with pets that perhaps have allergies or certain sensitivities, we do try our best to meet those needs with special diets, and we will hold those separate. But everything else gets kind of mixed up together, and you will see they'll push this Tupperware bin right out into the next stage of the bucketing process, which is filling the buckets themselves. And here we have a dedicated group of volunteers working in a very nice assembly line fashion. I think Henry Ford would be quite proud. And we have buckets that are usually 15 or 20 pounds food weight. And all of these buckets are thoroughly cleaned, and they are actually food-grade buckets. We do get a lot from supermarkets, delis, various catering facilities, all donate buckets to us. We're always in the need of buckets, though, so if anybody has a source where we can acquire more, we certainly would be more than happy to receive those and use them for our program. So you can see all of the food is thoroughly measured out, and we make sure that the buckets are put on really nice and tight. And while they're doing the dog food, we've got a couple of ladies here making sure that we bucket up cat food. We can't forget about our feline friends, and all of this work is thoroughly monitored by our supervisor. We like to just use his call sign, so we just call him Maverick, and he makes sure to take care and that nothing is overlooked at all. Obviously, Maverick is very thorough in his work and inspection. From there, the buckets are placed out on these little dollies where you will see in a second they will be wheeled over to our storage garage for our handout purposes. And usually we'll get 3 or 4 or 5 buckets, and we've got people working in nice teams, again, almost like an assembly line fashion here, where they will take those buckets out through the back door of our facility. And you can see there's snow on the ground. It's cold. It doesn't stop us from doing our work, though. You know, pets still need to get fed, so we need to be out in all types of weather. And they will take these buckets down and then place them in the proper location of our storage garage, which will be set up perfectly for when handout happens in a couple of days. And you can see we've got hundreds of buckets that we need to fill for each handout. We give out approximately 10,000 pounds of food a month, so that's a lot of food and a heck of a lot of buckets and a heck of a lot of work. And we are eternally grateful to our volunteers for helping us out with these particular causes.
And here we are at the end of the journey of your donation of food. This is one of our handout days here at the Pet Pantry. You can see it's quite a cold Saturday morning, but sunny and beautiful. And as you can see behind me, there's a line of people here. They're all members of our program, just waiting to get their partition of food. So let's go take a look and see exactly how all that food is partitioned out to those people on their program so we can keep their pets in their loving homes.
So the first step in our program, obviously, is people that have been on our program a while, they will bring back their cleaned buckets so that we can reuse them. And you can see there's a little bit of list there. We check to make sure they're bringing back the proper number of buckets. We do require that everybody on our program bring back the buckets clean or clean them on site. We think that's something that will just help move the process along very smoothly, and we'll make sure that they are still on the program and all the food that they're supposed to get is correct. Then they will get a little slip of paper, and on that slip of paper is exactly how many cans of food and buckets of food they're supposed to get. But we also have a nice little line table, buffet style if you will, where people can pick up some free treats, toys, things of that nature, because we have so many things that are donated to us, we feel it's just that much important to give all that stuff back. And then finally, they'll reach our garage where you'll see they will hand that slip of paper to one of our dedicated volunteers, who will then make sure they pull the proper number of buckets to be able to supply that family with food for their pets for the next month. Our volunteers generously and graciously will stock all of those buckets up on to the dollies and actually deliver it directly to the person's car to help them out. And as you will see here, we've got a lot of cars in the parking lot. There's a huge need in Lancaster County for this type of service. But I have to tell you, where else can you get kind of car-side service like this? This is a wonderful perk of our program. We'll bring the food right to your car and help you load it in just to make sure that everything is okay and that you're definitely getting the right amount of food for your pets and to keep them happy and healthy for the next month. This type of program is greatly appreciated by everybody in Lancaster County, as you can hear here.
Great. Without them, we definitely wouldn't be able to provide food for our puppy dog, and we love our puppy. She's just like one of the family, and thank you very much, Pet Pantry.
Everybody looks forward to handout, even this furry friendly fella here who knows that soon his belly's going to be full for the next month.
Pretty darn impressive if you ask me. It's kind of amazing how a small bag of food here can go such a long way towards helping all of those that are in need, like our pal Frankie here. The pantry relies solely on donations to be able to meet its need, both monetary to purchase food and in the food that you guys generously donate to us to continue to meet the need. Please consider visiting our website, petpantrylc.org, to see exactly how you can go ahead and donate and help us out and continue to meet that need of all the animals in Lancaster County. We have tons of dedicated volunteers that, as you have seen, work many, many long hours to make this program work, but the key to it all is the donation support that you give. The Pet Pantry of Lancaster County, meeting the need thanks to your help.
Remember, it's only through your help in donations and volunteering that the Pet Pantry is able to complete its mission. So please consider visiting our website for more information about how you can help meet the need.